And I tell you why. This is a fun little surprise. These are tiny little worlds of either a cute little fairy in a green dress or a little gnome with a red vest. You get the house, you get some accessories like a little table. For our gnome, he's got a bird bath, which is a daisy. My little fairy with the green dress, she has a golden retriever dog, and these are rated for outdoor. Now, what you need to know is at $17.10, these are poly resin and each one hand painted. And by the way, I think it's a lot more difficult to paint something tiny, like the little flower in the vase, than it is to paint something big. 4,000 sets have been picked up so far this season. The reason why I want to stress they're hand painted, they're poly resin, they're outdoor safe, is I don't know that I would put this on a display, although you could. You could. I think what I would do is I would tuck it underneath one of my hosta plants, just at the edge of the garden. And then take the fairy and pop her into another little area that's close by, and maybe the puppy dog or the little sign. And then let my granddaughters discover this on their own. And instead of saying, come here, take a look, let them find these pieces. Here's the fairy. And the fairy, you've got the tabletop, you've got the street sign, you've got the puppy dog and our little fairy herself. But look at that house. That is pretty darned impressive. Do I have Jennifer back yet? She is. Jennifer Baker is back with us again from Marigold. You and I have had fun presenting these a few times over. Now see, this is funny. I said I probably wouldn't set it up for a display, but on that little patch of green, I think it works too.
I know. I have mine on display. I have the gnome version with me. So this is your gnome house. He's got a pine cone roof and a cute little like arched hobbit door and little bushes out front that kind of look like broccoli to me.
Yeah.
And he has an arch right here, and then he's got the same table, but I like how he's got that flower bird bath, like how you said earlier. And you and I have talked about this before, how this is the charming, magical side of Marigold. We want to bring whimsy and fun and a little bit of enchantment into your garden spaces. And what better way to do that with a mini set of either a fairy or a gnome? And just to give you an idea of the size, like my wireless earbuds that I have, this is their case. Look at how tiny the
Okay.
gnome's like the same size. Like we're talking like mini, mini. So if you're somebody that has like a terrarium garden or a succulent garden, or even if you have like a dedicated fairy garden, these would be such a great addition, don't you think?
Yeah, and you probably already have fairies and gnomes in your garden, but you just never see them. They never come out. These are really cute. Now at one time, we had a different set of fairies gone, completely gone. Different set of gnomes, those sold out. We are down to clearance sale pricing, less than 20 bucks. That's 40% off of what we were charging earlier in the season. And who wouldn't love something like this just to play with in the garden itself? That's a ton of work. You can actually see the brushstrokes on the painting of the door in red. I don't know how we would manage to do this with Marigold for a price like $17.
Look at the knot on the door. Like everything's
Yeah.
so realistic. Like down to even the variegated veins on the leaves. And like look at her dress. It looks like it's made of leaves, but we like overlap the petals. And look at the flowers she's holding up like so demurely next to her face. This we wanted to make a world that seemed real, just on a very tiny small scale, like it would be in real life if these were, real. We wanted to bring you down into the tiny level,
Yep.
down into the level that you used to play at when you were a kid. Like, do you remember laying on the floor of your bedroom and like, playing with your little action figures and stuff like that? And for me, it was, Barbies. But like, how sweet is this? This is okay to play with as an adult. Or if you've got little kids in your life, nieces, grandchildren, just regular children, like how sweet would this be? What a cute way to get them into gardening, and they can be with you outside, but it's at like it's in a world that they can understand and appreciate. Because don't we sort of we kind of lose that magic as adults, don't we?
You don't have to, though. You really
That's
don't.
right.
Okay? Listen, you can only be young once. You can always be immature. It works. Yeah. This is so cute. And by the way, I'm so glad that our little fairy has a pet dog. Okay?
I know.
Everybody
Yeah,
needs a pet.
I have my fairy set up on our dining room table. It's sort of like a tablescape. So if you're somebody that wants to make like a centerpiece out of these, they
Sure.
totally work for that too. Yeah.
But I wouldn't wait on them. Again, we've had over 4,000 that have been ordered. Clearance sale pricing means that when they're gone, they are gone. And that's a 40% savings. It is always good to see you. Jennifer, thank you for letting me say hi, and thanks for helping me out on my program. Enjoy your 4th of July weekend, okay?
Oh, you're welcome.
Bye-bye. Nice lady. All right. This next item is to save your back. My wife and I made a decision last year that we were going to do a lot more potting in plants.